Laziness versus tiredness. How to tell the difference and break free. Have you ever sat on your couch staring at the ceiling, wondering, am I just being lazy or am I truly exhausted? You tell yourself, I should be doing something productive, but your body feels like it's glued to the seat. The guilt creeps in, whispering, you're just making excuses. But is that really true? Understanding the difference between laziness and tiredness isn't just about labeling ourselves correctly. It's about taking the right action to move forward. We live in a world that constantly pushes us to hustle. Sleep when you're dead, they say. But what if you're not lazy? What if you're genuinely drained? And what if sometimes what we call laziness is really just fear in disguise? Today, let's break it down, because knowing this difference could be the key to unlocking your full potential. Laziness and tiredness. Like neighbors, but not the same. Laziness and tiredness often live side by side. They're like neighbors in the same town, but with completely different personalities. One is the exhausted worker coming home after a long day, barely able to keep their eyes open. The other is the person who has all the time in the world but refuses to leave the house. They can sometimes look similar from the outside, but their causes and solutions are entirely different. Tiredness is a natural consequence of effort. Laziness, on the other hand, is a reluctance to exert effort at all. The danger is that when we don't recognize the difference, we end up treating the wrong problem. Resting when you're lazy won't make you more productive. It will only reinforce inaction. Pushing yourself when you're truly exhausted won't make you stronger. It will only burn you out. What is tiredness? Tiredness isn't just about feeling sleepy. It's your body's way of saying, I need a break. Think about it. When a car runs out of fuel, do you call it lazy? No. You refuel it. When your phone battery dies, do you blame it? No, you charge it. So why is it that when our own energy runs low, we attack ourselves with guilt? Tiredness is what happens after you've put in effort, whether that's working long hours, managing emotional stress, or pushing yourself mentally. It's proof that you've been moving, growing, striving. If you've been working towards something with dedication, feeling exhausted isn't a sign of weakness. It's a sign that you're human. Take an athlete after a marathon. Their legs are sore, their breath is heavy, and their body screams for rest. Would you call them lazy? Of course not. You'd call them dedicated. The same goes for you. If you've been putting in the effort, your body and mind might just be asking for a moment to recharge, and that's okay. What is laziness? Now, laziness is something entirely different. Laziness isn't a lack of energy, it's a resistance to effort. It's choosing comfort over growth, ease over challenge. It's that moment when you know you should take action, but you make excuses instead. But let's be real. Most people aren't lazy just for the sake of it. More often than not, laziness is a mask for something deeper. Fear of failure, fear of discomfort, fear of not being good enough. Think about the times you've procrastinated on something important. Was it really because you were lazy, or was it because you were overwhelmed? Or maybe deep down, you doubted yourself? Imagine someone who wants to start a business but never does. They scroll through social media, watching others succeed, telling themselves, I'll start tomorrow. Is that laziness, or is it fear of the unknown? Often, what we call laziness is actually a fear of stepping outside our comfort zone. And let's be honest, if given the opportunity, most people can easily become lazy. Without structure, accountability, or purpose, it's tempting to do nothing. That's why discipline matters. How to tell the difference. So how do you know if you're truly tired or just avoiding effort? Ask yourself these questions. Have I been exerting consistent effort, physically or mentally? Does my body feel genuinely fatigued, or do I just feel stuck? Am I avoiding something because it's difficult or uncomfortable? Do I feel relief after resting, or do I still feel unmotivated? If you're tired, rest will rejuvenate you. If you're lazy, rest will make you feel guiltier. That's the difference. One requires self-care, the other requires discipline. Discipline, the cure for laziness. Discipline is hard to learn and easy to forget. It requires constant practice and effort. Unlike motivation, which comes and goes, discipline is what keeps you moving even when you don't feel like it. The good news? Discipline can be learned, and it starts small. Wake up at the same time every day. Make your bed. Set one small goal and accomplish it. The more you practice discipline in small things, the easier it becomes to apply it to bigger goals. But here's the real test. Discipline isn't about doing something when there's a reward or punishment. True discipline is pushing yourself forward even when no one is watching. It's about committing to your goals without needing external pressure. One powerful way to build discipline: plan how your day will go in the morning and check back at night to see how much you succeeded. If you fail, don't punish yourself. Learn from it. Adjust. Keep moving forward. Breaking free from laziness and managing tiredness. If you're tired, take intentional rest. Proper sleep, healthy food, and time to disconnect aren't luxuries, they're necessities. Stop treating rest like a reward and start treating it like fuel. If you keep pushing yourself beyond exhaustion, you're not being productive. You're setting yourself up for burnout. If you're lazy, take action, not massive action. Not change your entire life overnight action, just one small step. Because motivation doesn't come before action, it comes after. Start by committing 5 minutes to the thing you're avoiding. Just 5. Once you begin, momentum will build. And for both, build self-awareness. Learn to listen to your body and your mind. Learn when to rest and when to push through. Success isn't just about working harder, it's about working smarter. Laziness and tiredness are not the same. One is your body begging for rest, the other is your mind resisting growth. If you ignore your exhaustion, you'll break down. If you feed your laziness, you'll stay stuck. The key is balance, knowing when to recharge and when to rise. So the next time you feel unmotivated, don't just assume you're lazy. Dig deeper. Are you truly drained, or are you just afraid of the effort? Because once you understand the truth, you hold the power to change everything. Understanding the difference between laziness and tiredness is more than just a mental exercise. It's a tool for self-awareness and growth. And live a more balanced, productive, and fulfilling life. Laziness is a behavior, not an identity. It's something you do, not something you are. This distinction is crucial because it means you have the power to change it. Laziness often stems from fear, lack of clarity, or poor habits. By addressing these root causes, you can break free from the cycle of procrastination and inaction. Tiredness is a signal, not a weakness. Your body and mind are incredibly intelligent. When you're tired, it's because you need rest, not because you're failing. Ignoring this signal can lead to burnout, which only makes it harder to achieve your goals. Learning to listen to your body is a skill that will serve you for life. The line between laziness and tiredness can be blurry. Sometimes you might feel lazy when you're actually tired, or vice versa. The key is to pause and reflect. Ask yourself the questions we discussed earlier. These questions can help you uncover the truth and take the right action. Your mindset plays a huge role in how you approach laziness and tiredness. Instead of beating yourself up for feeling unmotivated or exhausted, try to reframe these experiences as opportunities for growth. For example, instead of saying, "I'm so lazy," say, "I'm struggling with motivation right now, and that's okay. What can I do to move forward?" Instead of saying, "I'm too tired to do anything," say, "My body is telling me it needs rest. How can I recharge so I can come back stronger?" This shift in perspective can make a world of difference. It allows you to approach challenges with compassion and curiosity, rather than judgment and frustration. Let go of the idea that you need to be perfect. Life is messy, and that's okay. Some days you'll feel motivated and energized. Other days you'll struggle to get out of bed. And that's all part of the journey. The key is to keep going, even when it's hard. Progress isn't linear, and every small step counts. Celebrate your efforts, learn from your mistakes, and remember that you're always growing. As we wrap up, I want to leave you with this. Laziness and tiredness are not your enemies. They're signals, reminders that something in your life needs attention. By listening to these signals and taking proactive steps, you can create a life that's balanced, fulfilling, and aligned with your goals. So the next time you feel stuck, take a deep breath and ask yourself, what do I need right now? Whether it's rest, clarity, or a little push to get started, trust yourself to find the answer. Thank you so much for watching. If this video resonated with you, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with someone who might need it, and subscribe for more content like this. And remember, you're capable of amazing things, one step at a time.